Hello and welcome to a new video. This one is going to be a little bit different from the other ones I made. This one is about repairing a lens and more specifically a balsam separation that occurred between a doublet in the lens. So I'll be repairing the Pentax SMC 35mm f2, and this is like the whole process on how I came to repair it. So it's a kind of it's repairing it like tutorial, but also story wise. I don't think that makes sense. Anyway, I had a lot of fun repairing the lens, and now I want to share it, like the process and how it came to be. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so now what I want to do is illustrate like how the problem showed off in the pictures, and I came to understand that my copy of the lens was not that great. So we have this first picture, and as you can see, well, it's not really sharp like at all, and it's kind of hazy. This one was shot at ISO 800 1/2000 of a second, and yeah, not much detail in the background. And then there's this picture, so there's the duck here, and you can see with the light it's kind of all over hazy here. Pictures too, like, well, that's probably like blur, normal blur, but it's very unsharp. Like that's shot on the X-T3, and it should be sharper than that. So there you go. Then again, like it's not very sharp. Could have been sharper. Maybe I missed focus. Don't think so. Like if you check here in the shadows, it's kind of washed. Then I shot more pictures on my GFX 50R, and yeah, this is pretty sharp. You see, this is pretty sharp. This not so much. When there's light coming in front of the lens, it kind of gets washed away. Like you see, this is like hazy. I adjust it in the settings like this. Like there's haze like all over the shadows. I mean, that's fine like as a picture, but some of them are like worse than others. This is at f2. I take my portrait, and like the sharpness is not there. It's very hazy at f2, and that's what I was concerned about, because for reference, the Pentax 50mm f1.7, the M version, that's like it's like a $30 lens, outperformed this lens by quite a lot, like in the details. And yeah, that's like the example. From far away it's not bad, but like if you get close, it's not detail, and I took my time to focus this shot too. So yeah. Okay, so here is our beautiful Pentax 35mm f2, and as you can see, it looks normal. I already know where the bug is, so this should be fine, just fine. Okay, so this is like a plan of my little setup. What you're gonna need is one dust blower, one lens spanner wrench, and one vacuum suction pen. Now we're removing the assembly of the back elements using the spanner wrench. I'm gonna speed it up for you so that it's faster. I'll do like the end by end. Once that's done, we can suck it up, and then we can place it on a soft surface like microfiber cloth. And yeah, what I want us to do is just put the cap back on the lens so that there's no dust that's getting inside of it. Like I said, the microfiber cloth. Yeah, there I got a pretty good like still frame of the issue. As you can see, there's some kind of a pattern in the glass, and that's what we're gonna try to fix. So now we're gonna try to break down the groups, and as usual I'm gonna speed it up. Okay, so now I removed the ring that's retaining the first lens, so we pick it up and we place it on the microfiber cloth. Then there's a second lens in there, so we're gonna have to remove the ring like we did previously. Once that's done, we can use the sucky thing to remove the lens, and that's what I'm doing, but you can't see shit because I'm a bad videographer. Now, as we can see, we've separated the doublet. That's the part we want. So we're just gonna go and remove the dust. And yeah, that's the lens separated. We're gonna grab the doublet, and then what we're gonna do is just watch it and see like it's not clean. As you can see, this is Balsam separating, so between the two layers of glass there's a glue that is Canadian Balsam, and with the age, with the temperature, it starts to break, and this is what it is. Now we're just gonna grab the doublet, put it into acetone, and by the way, that didn't work, so just don't buy acetone. It's just like for information purpose, you know. So we're gonna fill up our little thing with acetone, and then we can just drop the doublet in there, and we're supposed to wait, and it's supposed to dissolve the balsam and separate. So yeah, we're now 4 days later. We're gonna open the little container, and we're gonna see that well, I don't want to spoil it. You're gonna see that jack shit happened, and we're gonna try to pry it off, and nothing's gonna happen because, well, acetone wasn't the play. So yeah, we're gonna put it back into the little container and wait some more. But spoiler alert, nothing's gonna happen, and we're gonna have to find another solution. So yeah, sorry for spoiling it, but nothing happened. So we're gonna still remove it from the container, and we're gonna still try to pry it open. So yeah, at the surprise of absolutely no one, nothing happened, and we're gonna have to find a plan B. And what's the plan B? It's to cook it. We're literally cooking the lens at this point. We're desperate, you see. We're making ravioli with the lens, and there's a cloth in there so that it doesn't break. At this point, I think it's been about 1 week I tried to separate the lens. Is it gonna separate this time? We'll see. 3, 2, 1. No, it's not gonna separate. It's fucked. So now we're gonna have to find a plan C. What's the plan C? We're gonna see. All right, so I'm on my way to get some xylene, and so I'm gonna have to set the itinerary, and we'll be going. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna drive now. I set up everything. I have my itinerary start. We're going to Saint-Agapien to a BMR because the Xen is like $8 cheaper there. So that's great. This whole thing is going super well, as you can probably tell. Gonna turn left there. Okay, so we have arrived at BMR. Yeah, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, but we're gonna get what we need right now. Found it. It was there. It's a cool, oh my god, it's a cool shop. Okay, so for this next part, we're gonna use xylene. I think that's how you pronounce it. Xylene. This thing is extremely dangerous from what I heard. It's kind of bad, so we're gonna do the next part outside. So we still have our lens. I washed it because I don't want acetone mixed with xylene. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's probably not good. So we're doing this outside in a well-ventilated area because, like I said, this thing is dangerous. So without further ado, let's proceed with caution. Okay. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Because those fumes are dangerous as hell. Yeah. Nice fucking job, me. Okay, so I'm gonna wait inside until this evaporates. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're outside. We're gonna test our theory. Okay, so I cooked it and they separated, so it took a lot of trial and error, but I finally did it and I'm happy to share the result. So, separated the doublets. Now we gotta clean them. So here I'm just cleaning the two lenses using acetone. Check ça, j'ai réussi, hein.
Non, il faut que tu refasses le chemin inverse. Faut que tu le remettes dans le bon sens en plus.
Yes. Now here comes the fun part, the reassembly of the lenses. In this case, is gonna be tricky. So here we're gonna the lenses. Then we're gonna use some Norland Optic N061 optical adhesive, because from my research it's the best adhesive you can use to replace the Canadian Balsam. It's a UV cured adhesive, so that's also easier to cure it. I want to give you a little tip here. The best place I found to get the Norland N0A61 is mixclo.com, because I tried ordering it from Edmund Optics, which is a US space company, and that basically fucked me over. I had to pay like $75 for a start just to get it imported in Canada, and then I got charged another $52 from UPS because they thought that what I paid was USD when it was in fact Canadian. And then when I tried to get help and fix that, they said it would cost another $15. So in the end, they didn't do it, and it was a whole mess. It cost $120 for 10 milliliters. That's crazy. Don't do it. Just do what I did and go to mixclo.com. You can get it with the free shipping. It's like $16 US shipped to your door. Just be patient because it takes quite a lot of time. And yeah, just to add insult to injuries, I got the tube and it doesn't come with a plunger or a needle, so you have to buy those separately. It's so stupid. I don't know why it doesn't come with them, but it is what it is. I want to shout out my friend Alex Chardonnay here because he really helped me out and gave me the needles I needed. I didn't end up using them, but I still have them now. So thanks Alex, and thank you for your contribution to this project. So here I'm using the glue, and what I'm doing is basically eyeballing it. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point, but I'm gonna say that's enough and we're gonna roll with it. So I'm trying to remove the air bubble there with this push. Then I'm gonna grab the lens and clean it one last time before sticking it on top of the other lens. So here I'm trying to apply pressure to remove all the excess glue so that it can drip outside of the lens. It also helps to remove all the bubbles. I'm trying to press it hard together, but not too hard so that there's a thin layer of glue between the two lenses. Then I will try to eyeball it and align it the best as I can with my bare eyes, which is not the best, but I think it worked in the end. So the best would be to use probably V-Blocks, but I don't have another $50 to spend on top of the glue, so yeah, it is what it is. Then I'll use this cheapo UV light flashlight from AliExpress that's supposed to be 365 nanometers, which is like the perfect wavelength to cure the glue. Now I'm just not showing it because I don't want to break my sensor, but I'm curing the glue for 5 to 10 minutes as recommended. And this is the result. I touch it with my fingers, so it's not like perfectly transparent at the moment, but it's very clear and you cannot see the glue between the two pieces of glass, which is what I wanted. Very nice. That's a great result. Wow. It's clean. Before reassembling everything, I think I gotta put back the black that was there, so my solution for that is a Sharpie, yeah. And so what I'm gonna try to do is to take this thing and we're just gonna, okay. So yeah, what I'm basically doing here is just trying to add the reflecting coating back onto the lens. It's not gonna be the greatest anti-reflecting coating, but it's gonna do the job fine. And also I'm aware that my process probably destroyed like the anti-reflection coating that was already on the lens. So like the blue tint that was on the lens. Okay, so now it's just a question of reassembling the lens and not putting any lenses backwards when we do it, so that it's optically the same basically. What I want to also point out here is that I always like clean my lenses before putting them back in, and I make sure to just push before putting it back so that there's no dust in the lens. I think I'm just gonna speed up this whole part because you already saw the process of disassembling it, so it's the same process but backwards. I also mentioned here that I had to press it hard into place because there was some glue residue on the outside of the lens, so that made it difficult to put it back in place. So yeah, that's the finished lens, and apart from the dent I made, it looks pretty good. Everything seems alright, and yeah, it looks optically pretty clean, you know. So now we're gonna test it and see what it does. Alright, so I'm back. I went on today and I took some pictures with the lens on the GFX. So we're gonna see the pictures and see like if it's better or not. The first picture is just a test I did at f2. I tried to focus on this water bottle. And as you can see, it's a little bit hazy, but it's not too bad. Like, that's pretty good, honestly. That's pretty good. I think it is better than before. I'd have to test more with portraits and stuff, but I feel like overall this picture, it is pretty good. And we have like this picture I took of a house. If we zoom in, there's a lot of detail in the walls, a lot of details in the branches, and overall that's pretty good. By the way, like all of those pictures were taken at f8. So if we zoom in, there's a ton of detail. We can read like pretty much everything. If we see up there in the branches, it's also pretty good. No complaint on my behalf here. Then again, if we check, like that's beautiful, like all the detail in the branches, incredible. Here we have against the sun shot, and even if there's the stars, the sun stars, and yeah, it looks good. Very much detailed. This shot too, very detailed, no hazing. This one also very detailed. So at f8 the lens is super sharp. I feel like it's not super sharp, it's sharp but not super sharp. Some pictures here, we can read what's written over there. Clean, no worries. This is a harder shot I took. There's the sun in the top left corner, and even though there's a sun in the top left corner, if we see like the middle, it's not too hazy. It's like it's way better than it was before. So very much detail in the foliage. I don't know if that's foliage, but yeah, a lot of detail there. A lot of detail in the snow, a lot of detail in the bricks. Those were taken at 50 megapixels, so yeah, it's pretty impressive, honestly. For a lens that I repaired, it's pretty good. Lots of detail there, no worries, no complaint. Here we have some construction workers, and we can even like read the Ville de Quebec on his cap, so that's pretty cool too. And then we have this picture of a church. Lots of details, a little bit of chromatic aberration, but like it's not that much. A little bit more in the corners. This lens is not supposed to like cover the full GFX sensor, but it covers it pretty well. Like you see minor amounts of vignetting in the corners, but overall it's pretty good. And yeah, like great amount of detail here. No complaints on my behalf. And yeah, that's pretty much all the pictures I took. So yeah, I feel like this lens is fixed now, and it's pretty good for what it is. There's a bug where now the infinity is not at the same place as it was before, but like it's no big deal. I'm just focusing based on what I see on the EVF, so it's no big deal at all. Anyways, so the last thing I want to do is answer the question, was it worth it? And to do so, I want to use a cost breakdown of all the materials it took. So first I got the dust blower, and that was actually free because I had it before. Then we have the vacuum suction pen, that is $25. Then the lens spanner wrench, which is $30. Then I bought some acetone, which was $22. And then some xylene, which was $12. Then we have the Norland Optic NOA61, that was $120 because I kind of got scammed. And last but not least, the Oh, a 61, but not from Norland, that was $20. It all comes to a total of $229. Those are Canadian dollars, by the way, they're not USD. Considering the fact that I can buy a near mint plus lens from eBay that's almost the same price is kinda sad, really. But when you take into consideration that I can reuse most of the stuff I bought, it gets a little bit better. And also, if you were to do it right from the start and replace the Norland optical adhesive that was very expensive with some V-blocks, you would get a more precise alignment on the two lenses. And you can also probably remove acetone because that wasn't very useful apart from cleaning the lens, but you can use something else. You would get a new total of $125. So, at the end of the day, was it worth it or not? Well, it depends on you. For me, I think it was worth it in some way because I learned a lot of this stuff and it was also really fun doing this project. It depends on like how much you want to risk your lens, and it's pretty much up to you at this point. Anyway, thanks for watching up until this point, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Badun.